What's up everybody, William John RAITT back with another episode of Design and Invest. This is a design deep dive, finally, of the property you see behind me up in Lake Hollywood, in the Lake Hollywood Estates area. And yes, I am a domainer and I did check to see if it was available and bought it, lakehollywoodestates.com. Also, for this particular property, we established a website, Lake Hollywood Estate, because it's an estate within the estates. We bought that, and we actually have a bunch of pictures on that website of this property, so you can check that out. But we are gonna go into detail about all the design features and just showcase this beautiful house, probably one of my best. A few of my friends have told me this is the best one that I've done yet. It's definitely up there with Walgrove, Greenfield, some other ones that I had a lot of fun with. When you're given a good budget and allowed to sort of run free a little bit, some cool stuff comes out of that. The budget wasn't super big here, but big enough to do some fun stuff, and we're gonna go into detail about those things and showcase this house. I designed it, I helped with the project management, I staged it, so A to Z, this was me. I wish I had a little more hand to play in the floor plan design, but that's fine. I picked up the job and ran with it, and it came out beautiful, and it's sure to sell fast for a whopping $4.4 million. So let's check it out. Okay, so before we go inside, I want to talk to you a little bit about the design features on the exterior. So we wanted to keep it very modern, very sort of clean lines. I wanted to do a little accents and wood and stuff like that, but the owner wasn't digging it. So I told him, okay, we'll keep it clean. So we did a play white on black, black on white throughout. We used black aluminum windows. We tinted them because they get a lot of direct sunlight. So they have a nice tint. You can't see in, but you can see out. And at nighttime, you know, we also have some wonderful Lutron curtains and stuff on the inside of the house to sort of block out any outdoor noise. You are up here in the Lake Hollywood area. A lot of people go hiking up to the Hollywood sign, which we're right underneath. And so it's awesome. And on the outside here, we did white stucco, smooth stucco throughout the entire property. And as you walk up these awesome staircases, we lit these all up. So at nighttime, it looks amazing. I'll drop in a slide so you can see some nighttime shots. And we chose drought tolerant landscaping with gray DG, decomposed granite. It came out beautifully. We uplit that as well. Did pots around the entire property with succulents. So you have these pops of color and pops of life around the property as well. They showcase very nicely. So for the garage door, we used a black aluminum glass, tinted glass doors to match the rest of the house, the windows, as well as we mimicked that same look with the one light doors for the side, for the pedestrian gates, as well as a big oversized front door, my signature sort of 6-foot pivot door. Okay, in the front, you see we put these beautiful pots throughout for little pops of color, like I said, and my signature beautiful pivot one light door, huge. I believe this one is over 6 feet. And we did a custom handle to this. This is the first time I've used the Schlage keyless entry. Usually it's just a deadbolt. But in order for this to fit, and the handles are usually straight in line, we had to do this custom sort of bracket right here that kicked over and out. So, but it came out really trick. And it's a great feature. And now, you know, keyless entry, complete smart home, pretty trick. Okay, right when you enter the front door, you're hit with all of these Lutron switches. You have the alarm.com keypad, the Brilliant system with cameras. And so basically it's your smart home control panel for the entire house, as well as an iPad so you can control the house throughout, but one switch. Check this out. You push the home button, all the lights on the interior of the house come on, as does the music and all the sort of preset zones. So it's freaking awesome. You have this little built-in here that was just a weird little nook right here, and I decided to put some floating shelves. I had my guy custom make some floating reclaimed wood shelves. I want to go with a bit of organicness in here. It's really cold and modern on the outside. I wanted to bring in some warmth with some woods and some to balance it out a little bit. So right when you come in, I hit you with reclaimed wood, you know, table. And the coat closet here also doubles as the server, basically room. It has all the racks and stuff. So if you check this out, this is the brain of the home right here. Awesome. We did oversized wood doors with one light that runs down the entire thing. These are, I believe, 8-foot doors, caseless door jambs, black hardware throughout the property. I really wanted to play with that on the inside and outside, the black on white, black on other elements, but keep that consistent throughout. We do have some features where we bring in some champagne bronze, which we'll show you, but those are more just for accents to sort of soften spaces out. For the flooring, we used a wide plank, white oak engineered floor. It shows very beautifully. It looks kind of beachy, very LA, and I use it all the time. It's my go-to. So this caliber of house and price point, you're gonna have a home buyer who spends a lot of money on art, accessories, the finer things, wine. And so we wanted to cater to those people, to cater to that buyer and showcase a house to them that, that speaks to their level of you know, refinement. This wall here, as many walls as we could, we try to put some to make them art walls. This wall right when you walk in is a beautiful art wall. We downlit it with some accent lighting, so it's directional lighting. And I teamed up with a local artist friend of mine, Daniel MALTZMAN, very famous LA artist, and he let us borrow about, I don't know, 10 or 12 pieces of his to showcase in the house. And you know, maybe the buyer will want to buy it with the house. They often do buy it with the furniture and the art and stuff. So if you want a Daniel MALTZMAN piece, you can have it. It's perfectly curated for the space underneath the Hollywood sign. We've got some really cool pieces, vibrant colors, and I'll definitely give you a little tour as we go along showcasing those pieces. But let's dive in. So we wanted to make sure that we kept this house compartmentalized, but at the same time open floor concept, if that makes any sense. So we wanted to define the spaces so you know when you come in, this is where you greet the guests in your formal sitting room. You have a direct event fireplace, very elegant, very sort of a calm space where you can come in and start your sort of chapter when you're visiting guests and stuff. And of course, everywhere possible, views of the Hollywood sign. So you're sitting in those two chairs, you're looking right up at the Hollywood sign and taking in a nice fire. It's a beautiful room. It transitions into the open concept dining area, and you can fit a much bigger table. I don't like staging with things that are too oversized because it starts to really make the space look smaller. In this one, we put a 6-seater. You could easily put 8, 10-seater if you wanted to. Again, I brought in that reclaimed wood for the staging of this, and it leads out to a nice little patio out to the front with great views of the canyon as well as the Hollywood sign. And then transitions over here into the beautiful kitchen. Now the kitchen, I wanted to have a lot of fun with. I wanted to get a little bold. I wanted to add some masculinity. This is a very bachelor-y kind of house, and so I wanted to feed into that. I didn't want anything, you know, too soft with Carrara marbles and too traditional. I wanted to sort of hit you with some colors and some nice fun patterns and stuff. So we used this beautiful quartzite material. It's very marbly, like with veins and stuff, but it's a quartzite. And we did a nice thick mitered edge on it. On the island, I wanted it to be very functional, usable, and again, catering to the bachelors and catering to people who do cooking, you know. So we have this awesome Thermador 48-inch appliance for the stove, convection oven, dual fuel, the whole thing. Nice industrial, big oversized range hood. And we waterfalled the quartzite down the side, carried it up the backsplash, under cabinet lighting. We went with a two-toned color for the cabinetry, lower so it grounds you with a nice gray sort of hue. This is a veneered cabinetry with a birch finish on the inside. And then on the uppers, we did, again, we carried the same sort of wood grain veneer, but turned it more of a neutral color, nice light ivory-ish color. Again, black hardware throughout. We wanted to really showcase the height of this place because we have really high ceilings in here. I think they're about 10 foot high. And so I wanted to put some upper cabinets with glass so it really showcases that height and grounds the space too at the same time. In the island, we have built in a microwave drawer in the island. I love these things. I use these all the time. Super trick and easy to use. We put the receptacles on the sides, so if you use blenders, things like that, very functional. We put a prep sink in the island. And the prep sink, I don't know where they put it, but it has a butcher block top. I'll drop in a photograph of it so you can see. But you know, this is the perfect prep sink equipped with that. You have a push button garbage disposal, beautiful pendants that drop from the ceiling that really showcase the nice big oversized island. Tons of storage. We have a trash drawer here. For functionality, you're cooking here, chopping up, you're scooping it over here into the trash, you turn around, you're using the sink, looking out at the beautiful backyard, dishwasher here. I was tempted to put a second dishwasher because a lot of people like them, but I chose not to in this house because most likely the buyer of this house is gonna already have 5, 6 homes. They just want one little trophy property underneath the Hollywood sign, and that's likely who's gonna buy this house. We made sure we wired it with all the AV and Cat 6 and internet, so you can put monitors in here for the security system, which is a pretty extensive security system. And you know, it has all the bells and whistles. If you move to this section over here, this is the wall sort of appliances. We have this big oversized 48-inch Thermador fridge and freezer, as well as a built-in Thermador espresso maker. And this is kind of funny, this little story here. When I had the cabinet maker design, when I was working with him, we had the wrong specs for the coffee maker and it was bigger. And so we had this extra space here, and he already formed all the rest of the cabinets and, like, you know, it was real elaborate design. And so we had this leftover space. I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? This is awkward. And then we thought about it, bing, 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 let's use it to put our coffee in, you know, our coffee mugs. And you could even put if you have like little espresso tablets and stuff, you could put them there. But tons of storage. I mean, you have storage underneath, above. You have like full-blown pantry here. Even though you have a walk-in pantry over here, you have all of this at your disposal, as well as the island. It has storage. But check out this pantry. Very, very cool pantry. This is where you would probably keep your, I don't know, if you have a toaster oven or blenders or things like that. We made sure to build in some counter space in there so you can use all of that and keep that out of sight, because this you want to keep as pretty and sort of show ready as possible. A lot of homes this caliber actually have secondary kitchens, which they call dirty kitchens, where they have, you know, where they use the wok, and that's where the maid uses, and just sort of everything out of sight, where actual, this is just for show. It's kind of like jewelry. And then they have another kitchen that's for the actual getting down and dirty with the cooking. But this is very functional pantry, built in tons of storage here, really maximize this space, and it's beautiful. Again, throughout the property, we have Lutron switches, fully controlled. That switch that I hit by the front door, that lights up the entire house and sets the mood. I don't have the music going right now because I don't want the music to play copyrighted content and not be able to showcase this on YouTube or monetize at a later time if I decide to. I won't have that option if I'm using copyrighted music. But let's dive into the space adjacent to here. This here is the family room. And so this is where it's off of the pool, off of the kitchen, very situated exactly where you would want a family room situated, and very cozy, right off the pool. I mean, you come out the slider and you're right in entertaining in the backyard. Again, you know, you have tons of room for paintings and nice accent walls. We have these beautiful sort of softened ceilings, drop ceilings that we showcase with lighting so that you just have your sort of runways around the property. Throughout the property, we use square recessed lights. We use linear diffuser air ducts throughout. And every room has speakers. I think we have about 10 different zones here for smart home stuff. And so you are party ready over here. So over here is the sort of service channel. You have your garage attached, and we did epoxy flooring in there, charging station. Let's get a quick peek at that before we jump in. So yeah, here's your garage. Beautiful, big size, oversized 2-car garage, almost a 3-size car garage. Charging station set up, and epoxy floors. Tons of room. We even lit up the entire back wall with outlets in case you wanted to do workstations or upper cabinets, lower cabinets, the whole shebang. You're geared up and ready for that. So right here, service alley. You have your laundry room right here. Not a huge luxury laundry room, but again, it's one of those balancing acts with a place like this. We do have 4,700 square feet. So you have a good amount of space, but again, you got to focus on, this is a bachelor pad. This is somewhere where this isn't going to be used that often, at least by the people who are going to be using the house. It's going to be more for the maids and other people just sort of servicing. You still do have some cool features. You have some, you know, some hanging racks on the back wall. You have tons of storage here. And over here, let's check out the powder room. Powder room, honestly, if I had it to do all over again, I would probably make this the laundry room because it's bigger. That's more sort of appropriate size for a powder room, but it's totally fine. Being that it is big, I wanted to use bigger stuff in here and I wanted to give it a punch. In a house like this is the bathroom that your guests are gonna be using. So you gotta really bring it on a powder room in a $4+ million home. And so I did this really cool accent wall here that I'll walk you through what we did here. We chose nice champagne bronze finishes, floating vanity, the pools match, the mirror matches, the bronze light fixture. So what I did was this back wall, I first painted the entire wall that same sort of champagne bronze gold color as the base paint of that wall. Then I took these little 1x1 pieces of wood, or 1.5 or so, and I stained them 4 different colors and alternated them. Those 4 continue and just repeat. And so they run floor to ceiling. I did a frame of a darker color around the entire room, as well as around the window to sort of just cap it in. If you look at the window sill, you'll still see the gold, and it pokes through. I left about a 1/2 inch gap in between that sort of shows through that gold. It really adds a nice touch to this room. And I floated the mirror right on top to have that balance, but it came out beautiful, and it's a conversation piece. When someone's gonna come into this bathroom, they're gonna talk about this. And you know, I thought about running the vanity the entire stretch, but that would just be too big for the space. So I left this open. You could put a piece of furniture, a sculpture here, whatever you want. I just put a big floor vase with some you know, organic elements in it. And then you have your toilet over here, champagne bronze finishes for the towel bars. And again, this is a nice showcase bathroom for your guests to walk into and walk out of, you know, asking questions about it. This portion was a really happy surprise. partner, Brett, he came to me and said, hey, I've got this picture I want you to see. I saw this at a property. They enclosed underneath the stairs to a wine room, and then boom, I just need a little spark, and then I run with it. And so we ran with this. I already knew that we're doing glass railings here on the side. So I said, you know what? Told the glass guy, let's continue it all the way up. Let's glass in this room, put a storefront glass here. Let's clad that wall with wood. Let's put some wine pegs, make this a really awesome wine cellar type of room. Again, the people who buy this house are gonna probably be wine connoisseurs and want, you know, it's sort of temperature controlled space here for their red wines. And you know, and it just fills the space to the left of the staircase super nicely. Looks awesome. It's a statement piece. People love it. Everybody who sees it is like, oh my God, perfect for the gram, you know? But this leads you to my favorite room of the house. This is the media room. So let's check out the media room. Okay, so this room here is the media room. It is technically a bedroom. We do have a closet. We have an attached bathroom. It is downstairs. They might use it for grandma. I doubt it. So we made sure that we checked a lot of boxes with this room. Really fun, perfect for entertaining, and let's check it out. So right when you walk in, we have this space here that we converted to a nice little wet bar. And it has a tap built in, kegerator. We have a nice wine fridge for your white wines and your you know, beers and such. And then we have an actual wet bar. It has a sink, floating shelves. It has everything you need for a little bar setup. We even waterfalled the side counters. White quartz in here. It's very durable, easy to clean, easy to maintain. Over here too, we have blackout curtains, roller shades here. These are all Lutron. Let me show you how those function real quick. One button on the wall. Check these out. Roller shades drop. Controllers right here. We have, I don't know, 90-inch TV, 85-inch TV. These are blackout curtains. They don't completely black. I mean, right now it's middle of the day. So this is as bright as it'll ever be in this room. And it blacks out. We did channels on the left and right of the curtains, so that way no light seeps in from the back. You know how sometimes you have curtains that around the corners you get light? Well, this had that as well, even though these are blackout. And so we built this channel. It's like a little L molding around the edges of the entire windows and sliders to block that out. Use really comfy, low profile, modular furniture when I staged in here to make it cozy and just really theater-esque. We have a beautiful attached bathroom. We'll walk over there right now, check that out. And again, full surround sound. This is, you have subwoofers built into the walls, speakers on all sides, so this room really bumps. And also it's all Alexa enabled, so, oh, there she goes. So you could talk to her and tell her what to do in here, turn on the music, do this, that, turn on the TV. We have the Amazon Cube, so it speaks to that, and you can control everything. This is a complete smart home. I don't wanna go into those details too deep because, again, I don't have all the prompts, so you have to literally speak that language. You have to have the Alexa, movie time, Alexa this, Alexa that. But come in here. I wanted to make this room fun, this bathroom, because this is going to be used by all your guests using the pool. So this is sort of the pool pass-through room. People, that slider is open, people are coming here to use the bathroom. I even incorporated, if you look here, underneath the vanity, a sort of a slot so you can put all your towels right here. So you roll up your towels and put them here. So when you have guests, be like, hey, I've got extra towels in the bathroom. I wanted to use a nice, fun, geometric shape pattern tile in here. Again, tiles like this, I think this is maybe $5, $6 a square foot for these tiles. Not gonna break the bank, but it's a big wow factor, it's fun. I capped it all in with the black Schluter trim. We use a nice modern black hardware for all of the handles and such. In here, we did a 3-way diverter. Shower, we did the shower wand, actually it's 2-way, shower and shower wand, so you can wipe off, you know, your feet and clean yourself in here. We use a nice tile and drain and carried in that same geometric pattern into the niche. You know, simple 2x3, 2x4 tile on the floors. In here, we use the nice modern, for the floors, we use a nice modern white high gloss 24 by 12 inch tile, probably $5 a square foot, but showcases really nicely. And yeah, it's a beautiful bathroom. Each closet in the house is a custom closet solution with backing. I wanted to make sure that each one was elegant and really utilizes the space the best possible. This is, you know, it's a small walk-in closet, but very functional. And also we did a full length, so if you have dresses or if you have coats, this could be a sort of secondary coat closet if you have guests over, or, you know, stash your purses here if you have guests over. And but very functional. Okay, as you lead upstairs, you have this beautiful wide staircase that comes up, and this awesome glass sort of wall, the wall of glass that encloses the wine room. And here, great opportunity for a nice big piece of art. I used again Daniel MALTZMAN art throughout. This piece here says Hollyweird, and literally look out the window right there, and you're looking at the Hollywood sign. We used a nice big oversized picture window here, so it brings in some nice natural light, and it's a great opportunity for that. And above, we use this awesome chandelier that is LED lit up and very modern. At the top of the stairs, you have this awesome little sort of loft space. We could have easily converted this to another bedroom. You have plenty of bedrooms here. You don't need to add that. This open space is really cool. We staged it as an office space, and it leads out to a gigantic balcony over the garage, and that overlooks the Hollywood sign. A great opportunity to take advantage of that. And yeah, I mean, look at this painting too that we used. We're in LA. This is Kobe Bryant, done by Daniel MALTZMAN. It's very ghostly. You know, with Kobe's passing, this speaks really strongly to me as a lifelong fan. And here in LA, I think it's going to be something that people are sort of, you know, passionate to see, and it really speaks to this this room too, because this room could very well be somebody's sort of room where they keep their trophies or keep their memorabilia or what have you. So I kind of wanted to paint that picture a little bit, as well as show an office setting. Maybe this sells to an NBA player. God knows the ceilings are tall enough, and you know, this could be a room for all of their trophies and memorabilia, as well as a place where they can do podcasts or work in. So wanted to paint all of those pictures, as well as take advantage of the views in this sort of outdoor space here. Let's go check out that outdoor space. Okay, we're out here on that deck, overlooking the Hollywood sign. I mean, look at behind me. What a backdrop that is, you know? This is a huge deck. Like I said, we have two different zones we staged out here. One sort of backdrop to the sign, another more intimate one over here. Each balcony we wired for TVs, and we actually put real TVs, so you could plug in like a Fire Stick and stream some movies out here, or, you know, watch some cable TV, whatever you want to watch out here. You can. Yeah, it's also lit up with speakers and lighting, so you get tons of entertainment out here. And the railings are all glass, but we tinted them as well, so you can't really see up here. The most you're gonna see is from here up if you're down at the street. So it gives a sense of privacy too, and allows you to really come up here and take in the sign and the entertainment, and not have the outside elements too in your face. Okay, so here's guest bedroom number 1 upstairs. As you come in, you have this awesome linen closet built in to sort of one of these niche areas. Very useful, very functional for the house. Bedroom itself is an ensuite, and it also has beautiful views of the Lake Hollywood out here in the back, as well as the backyard. The bathroom itself, let's talk about that. The bathroom, we carried in that same sort of, I wanted to bring in more of like a boho-esque kind of theme here. So we used some real mosaic, Greek looking tiles on the floors. Carried those into the shower niche in the shower. We used a nice porcelanosa tile for the shower surround that kind of has this geometric linear pattern to it. So it's geometrics inside and then linear, like sort of chevron shape. And then they alter colors. Beautiful. We did the same configuration for the valves, a two-way diverter. We have the wand as well as the shower head. It's Delta Brizo, which is a really good higher end Delta fixture. Again, modern black hardware, encapsulates the sides with the Schluter trim. Nice toilets. We use Toto toilets, not just your standard $100 toilet. These are your $250 standard toilets. Each bathroom we try to change up the vanity colors and just to kind of keep things fresh and new from space to space. We use white quartz undermount undermount sink square rectangle with some really cool fixtures that are fun, sort of low profile but has a nice little edge to it. Functionality, we made sure to really fit in as many cool features as possible. We put drawers at the bottom. You know, on the top, it's tough to put drawers in configurations like this because you have all your plumbing just underneath, so you don't really have that. But you still have plenty of space in here to fit stuff. And we used clean mirrors with no edges on them, and fixtures for above the vanities are just really clean, streamlined with black and, you know, nice Edison bulbs to ground it. The bedroom itself, we wanted to stage this one more as like a boy's room, you know, teenage boy. We also put a Daniel Maltzman painting above the bed and some signed Obey prints on either side. Guitar, you have, you know, this steam trunk just to kind of play into that boy's room feel. Again, I like leaving open spaces like this. I don't like overwhelming it. You have this big picture window that looks off to the backyard. I want that to sort of showcase, like, if you came up here first before going downstairs, oh, we got to go down there. So you lead your eye constantly. The psychology of spaces is really important when showing these kind of houses off. The closet here is a very, very functional, nice size closet. If you look inside, tons of space. You have all your drawers. You have we also did long ones too for jackets and dresses. So even if it's not a little boy's room, you still have all this functionality. Most people would be happy with a closet this size for their master, let alone you know, one of the little junior suites upstairs. As you go into the second bedroom upstairs, it's not an ensuite. The bathroom is just off. This is also a secondary bathroom that people will be using, probably guests or whoever is occupying that office space will be, you know, sort of floating into here. So we wanted to keep it nice and fresh. I used some really cool geometric tiles in there. It has this sort of aged look to it. It almost looks like they're 100-year-old tiles. And then we did a clean gray 12 by 24 for the flooring. Chose a lighter, sort of more ash tone for the cabinets in here, veneered cabinets. Again, white quartz. Changed up the faucets in each bathroom, made sure those are different, but still black, carrying through the same emotions of the house. Over here, we did this cool little bench. Not bench, but like sort of nook to put all of your shampoos and such, and a cool custom tricked out glass that sort of coves over it. It's a little funky, but I like it. And you know, it's on like a barn door sort of track. Here's that bedroom. This one I wanted to stage more towards a little girl or teenage girl. I put some artwork on the walls that's like ballerinas and, you know, and some dresses. And the closet in here is the nicer of the two bedrooms closet. It's really big, very functional. If you come in here, you'll see you have all of this space. This entire wall is all for clothes. You have tons of space on top around the entire thing if you want to put purses or shoes or what have you. Then back here again, we have the built-in drawers and such. This bedroom would be perfect for a little girl. Let's say you have a 4-year-old daughter and you want it to be close to mom and dad's room. This balcony right here is shared with the master, so you can come straight out of there and into here to access, let's say your little kid's crying, or just walk out the door and come out the other side. So it's a very well-placed kind of room, and beautiful. I mean, this balcony over here overlooks Lake Hollywood, and a lot of people don't even know that Hollywood has a lake, but it's beautiful, and this has like stellar views of it. Again, each room is wired for TVs, has TVs in most of them. We bought a bunch of TVs for the property. They're just gonna sell with the house, all smart TVs and such. All right, here is the awesome deck that's shared by the master and this bedroom, overlooking the lake over there in the distant. I mean, look at how beautiful that is. You can see it glisten too. It's gorgeous. Again, you look out to the backyard, look out to the lake, and then you have your own private TV over here as well, speakers throughout. I mean, this is an entertainer's house for sure. Okay, we are now in the master suite of this $4.7 million house. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll walk you through every detail. You have the full smart home controls right here with the Brilliant system, camera here as well. You have the alarm keypad, so you can, you know, before you go to bed, bing, 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 but you could also do everything here too, so it doubles up. You have controls for your roller shades here, your Lutron roller shades that are blackout up here for max privacy. I mean, everything's on here. You can even do your thermostat, the whole shebang. Before you walk into the bedroom, here is the master closet, her master closet. And what I did in here, I really wanted to give a softer touch in here. And so we chose to do this makeup mirror, a light up makeup mirror and a little makeup station. And we used champagne bronze finishes, added little robe hooks and nice elegant sort of features. And we used a lighter tone sort of linen veneered cabinetry and for all the built-ins. Did plenty of storage space for drawers, full size, made sure that we kept some space off of the ceiling so you could put some shoes up there, tons of shoes here. You walk around the corner, you have more space over here. I mean, this is very well thought out, it's beautiful. You know, most likely, my wife said that she would probably steal my closet if I had the other one too, like, so she would take them both. So sorry guys, if you're buying this house, your wife is probably gonna take both of the closets and kick you to one of the bedrooms. Okay, in here, this is the grand space of the master bedroom. I wasn't 100% involved in the floor plan design of this property. I would have done it a little differently, but I'm gonna showcase what we did here and how I worked with the space, making sure that we defined everything. I wanted to keep this space nice, big, open. We have these beautiful art walls along this wall that we put some Daniel Maltzman art on, and their directional lighting underneath the soffits, so it really showcases those pieces. And we have a giant TV on this wall set up. This wall, your bed wall, I did these down lights and brought in a little bit of industrialness to these. We used some nice Edison bulbs. You have the switches set up on each side, Lutron as well. And as you're laying in bed, you're looking up at the Hollywood sign. So that's the money shot right there. Like, this here is situated perfectly. And we have this space over here that is a sort of little sitting area, living room for your master. Direction of this is facing the TV, and also your backdrop is Lake Hollywood on that side. So you have Lake Hollywood views on this side, you have Hollywood sign views on this side, and you have blackout curtains, roller shades, Lutron. So if you want to go private, you can go private within seconds. The master bathroom is over here. We'll walk that in a second. But let's cap off the closets and show you what we did for his closet. So beautiful closet for him as well. More masculine. We use more of a sort of industrial wood kind of a looking veneer and an oversized black handles. This little spot over here, we put an outlet. So if you want to charge your watches or charge your cell phone or just stash some stuff away over here, you can. And we did a nice picture window right above this area that has the views of the Hollywood sign. We try to capture that every angle possible, and tons of space. You got tons of space for all kinds of clothes and shoes, and Again, ceiling heights in here are what, 10 feet, 12 feet? I mean, they're very tall ceilings. So if you're a tall guy, this is a perfect house for you. Right over here, we did a little coffee wine station in the master bedroom. It's great. You don't have to go downstairs to get some drinks, crack a bottle of wine up here. You have, you know, some storage over here, and coffee. You have an outlet right here. So if you want to put an espresso machine or what have you, you wake up, you're ready to go. Here is the master bathroom elegance. So in here, I had a lot of fun. The layout, I had fun with playing with the elements and just really maximizing the space. We did a nice oversized floating vanity. I carried that same sort of industrial wood kind of veneer in here with the oversized black handles. We did a little lower, and we did a vessel top mount sinks with oversized faucets, really awesome vessel filler faucets, pendants that dropped over each vessel, really framing in each space. Mirrors that are sort of drum-like mirrors, all black, industrial, very masculine, but beautiful. These are Edison bulbs. We have true sort of his and her split vanity. You have your towel bar on this side, towel bar on that side. You have this separating pony wall that separates the toilet from the rest of the space. We didn't do an actual room in here. We have the space to do it, but I don't like confined spaces like that. I do like to have them sort of sectioned off. But we used a $3,000 toilet, Toto toilet, what is it, G400 washlet Toto toilet. And over here we have a beautiful soaker tub that overlooks the Hollywood sign right there. Let me open that up. You see that? All Lutron as well. And so as you're laying in your tub with your floating tub filler, you're looking up at the Hollywood sign right there. It's a beautiful view. The shower itself, we did this whole 3 walls, 1, 2, 3 walls. We did all porcelanosa tile. A beautiful tile. It's probably, I don't know, 15 bucks a square foot or so. So in here, a little more expensive, but it's really good. It's textured. It has a real kind of beautiful sort of diamond in-cut, you know, type of material. Again, all black hardware. Channels here. This is a steam shower, so we have a steam unit. We have a 3-way diverter. We have the shower, the wand, and the rain shower head above. You have a tile-in drain, linear drain. I believe that's a 4-foot drain. You have your steam outlets here at the bottom. Beautiful niche that's carved in. And it's just very, very elegant. We used huge oversized 3-foot, 4-foot by 3-foot tiles. With a sort of marbleized look. It's not real marble, but it has that look. These also might be porcelanosa, not 100% sure. But yeah, this is a beautiful little oasis for master bath. So this property, we started it off not as a tear down. It ended up being torn down and completely rebuilt. But that's only because the walls that were here were so termite infested that they had to go. So, but we pulled plans to just renovate and build up and add a second story. And the actual backyard, the pool was in decent shape when I got my hands on the project, but it all needed, if you're gonna sell a place for almost $5 million, you need to make this trick. And so we had to get rid of everything and do it over. So we kept the shell of the pool basically the same. We built in a nice big jacuzzi over here, a raised jacuzzi, added some water features, did a fire pit up there, built this awesome sort of gazebo covered area in the back. There was a weird retaining wall there, so we just sort of cased it off with that feature. And redid all the concrete around, added this beautiful landscaping. My landscaper, when she came here, I was just gonna put a little piece of grass over there and say, oh yeah, there's a little backyard, you know, but it's not a yard kind of house. And she saw it and she's like, oh my God, John, let me do something here. I was like, hey, you're the master, so you do what you're gonna do. And it came out gorgeous. She calls it Katarina's triangle. Her name's Katarina, and so that's a little triangle, Katarina's triangle. So that is a nice little monument to her. Beautiful. We have a 75-inch TV back here. We have surround sound throughout the entire property out here. I mean, truly entertainer's paradise back here. Around the corner, let me show you this. You'll get a kick out of this. This area over here was a, what do you call that? All the pool equipment exposed, ugly. So I had my handyman build a sort of decorative shed around it, but dual purpose. So we did some landscaping sort of pots on top. This here, we had a custom made cushion. So it's gonna turn into like a day bed up here on top. It's not ready yet, but it's coming. So that'll be a little day bed. Beautiful drought tolerant landscaping throughout in the back here. I mean, this is so beautiful back here. The fencing around the entire back property, we did that same corrugated metal that we did at a previous video for the Calvert house. It's something I've been using a lot lately. It's not that expensive, and it adds a lot of impactfulness to the space. Adds another element of industrial kind of modern element to it. It looks like a storage container material, but beautiful. We use Pebble Tech for the plaster in the pool, nice blue Pebble Tech, volcanic rock for inside the fire pit, and in Katarina's triangle. Absolutely gorgeous. Check out the built-in barbecue over here we did, as well as an outdoor shower as well. So let me show you that. So over here, outdoor, Lion is the brand, Lion outdoor barbecue setup, fridge, storage. You have a little sink here, and in the corner was kind of a happy surprise. When we had the barbecue built, he didn't extend it all the way over like I wanted him to. He stopped short, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, well, look, we already have plumbing over here. We have drains over here. Let's slap in an outdoor shower. And so it worked out really, it was a happy surprise. And so over here, we used a nice ledger stone material, a very industrial kind of shower for stainless steel with a little wand. So if you want to wash off your feet or your dog or what have you, you're all set up. Came out beautiful, and I absolutely love this space over here. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this content and checking out this property as much as I enjoyed designing it. It's been a long road. I think this is a 1.5 years worth of my life, off and on. And you know, it's beautiful. It definitely have a little separation anxiety when you finish a property like this, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And remember, design, invest, and repeat.